Hey everyone, it's open office time. If anyone is available, I know many people are at Tony Robbins today. So I'm expecting that there will be little to no turnout. So we were going to talk about sending mass emails through Lofty today. And I still will in just a minute. I'm doing some other things currently, but we'll chat until then. See if anyone shows up before we get started on that. So the one thing about when I do that with you is that it's much easier live. And the reason that it's much easier live is because YouTube does not allow personal information to be shared in their videos. So when I post it to YouTube afterwards, I will have to do some editing and blur some things out. Otherwise, they will just take it down and then it won't be beneficial to anyone. So while I handle these couple things here, I'll wait and see who shows up to join us. Because it's always more fun when there's somebody here to chat with and to ask questions. And I know that this is a new group that has just started, and we just had a new member join. So, welcome, Mary. So, we've got Karen, we've got Mary, we have Logan, who's really inactive right now. And we have Renee. And Renee, I know, is at Tony Robbins. That's one of her favorite motivational and business growth type of events to attend. So I'm really happy that she's able to be in, I think it's New Jersey right now, enjoying that. I was at two of her closings yesterday, so that was fun. That's something that I do as a partner is I will attend closings for you when you cannot be there when I am able. I'm not always able. So, please, if you ask me and I'm not able, especially the two of you that are in Georgia, clearly I can't be there. But I do try to assist whenever possible, whether it's taking your client to a showing for you or going into your closing for you so that your client is represented. I do that as a leader or a partner, however you want to call me. Renee likes to call me a leader. I think I'm just being me and doing what I can to be supportive and helpful of those who could use the support and help. So that is that. So tonight, I may or may not be going to on an event in Detroit. Let's see if I remember what the name of it is. I just got a new calendar, so if I keep looking over there, it's because I was going to look and see if it's on there, but it's not. So it's the Governor's Service Awards. So my daughter and I got tickets. She was invited to volunteer there. She's not able to do the volunteer part, but we got tickets to go. However, because my daughter has been suffering from a lot of health issues that were triggered from having COVID, and then more were triggered from when she got COVID the second time. And so some days she's not able to get out of bed or to have the energy to go do things, whether she really wants to do them or not. And so I'm waiting to hear back and see if she's able to join or able to go with. I don't really want to go to that event by myself. I typically am fine going to events alone. It doesn't bother me one bit. However, I that's not an event that I want to go to by myself because I'm like a jeans and sweater, jeans and t-shirt, jeans and sweatshirt, sweats or leggings or whatever. I make comfortable clothes where I don't really like dressing up all that much. Sometimes it feels nice to dress up, but frequently that is not my clothing of choice. So I would prefer not to attend an event wearing clothing that I'm already uncomfortable in alone. So I will probably not be going to that event. But many of you, I've seen lots of views on the open office that had creating a newsletter in Canva, and it was very basic. And the reason I made it very basic is because I think that sometimes when we are business owners in real estate or any other business, and we are trying to get something going in our business, such as sending out regular newsletters or creating marketing materials of any kind, really, and we are doing it ourselves, or even if we have somebody else doing it and we are monitoring that, we can go into a rabbit hole of perfection or of should this be over there or what about this or what about that. Well, the reality is that it is way more effective to get the message out than it is to spend a ton of time making it perfect. So that video specifically was me seriously telling you to grab a template, make your newsletter quickly and easily. Don't try to go over it and over and make it perfect and then never send it out. So the goal is get the information in there, send it out. Find a template if you can find one that has most of the information already made, and you just have to edit some of it to make it personalized to you, change the colors, change a couple pictures, change the location, the local data, then that makes it that much easier. So um and like I said, many of you have watched that. So I don't know if that means that you very much enjoyed having it just laid out, like just do it, get it done. Or if the title just intrigued you, so you watched it and were like, oh, that didn't really help me. But really, the reality is that if you want to create a newsletter and send it out to your um, contact list in your CRM, that you want to make it quick and easy, because if it's not quick and easy, you won't continue to do it and you won't be making those touch points with your potential clients or just your friends and family sphere. So you want to make sure that they know that you are in real estate. And if you are not making those contacts, you're not going to be first of mind when they decide they need a real estate agent, or when somebody says, hey, I was thinking about selling my house. Even if they know you're a real estate agent, if you're not regularly reinforcing that, they're not thinking of you being a real estate agent. They're thinking of you as being their best friend or their sister or their sister-in-law or their daughter, whatever. And so you want to be making those touch points. Let's see if I can get some sharing here. When this comes out into YouTube, you are not going to see a lot, assuming that I can blur it and this actually makes it on YouTube, because none of my contacts can be shared on there. It didn't allow that before. So I have a group of contacts in my list right now that are my sphere, and I don't have like their phone numbers and stuff in them. So hopefully it'll be easier to blur some out and make YouTube not kick it off of there. But since it's about 10 after 2, I'm going to go ahead and screen share, and we are going to talk about sending mass emails in Lofty. Let me get this up here real quick. All right, so you can see my Lofty, and you should already have your newsletter. I don't think I have a newsletter open on here right now. You should be seeing my... You're not seeing that. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you've already downloaded your newsletter from Canva onto your computer, into your drive, wherever you put it. And now you're ready to send it out to all of your contacts. So you can see that I've got a little over 1,100 leads, contacts in my CRM. They're not, it calls them leads, so that's what I say, but they're my contacts. So these are people that I'm in the junior league with, or I have met networking, that I'm working on getting entered into my system, so that I can keep track of touch points with them. Because if you don't, then how do you know, right? Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm working on. That's why they don't have contact information here. And if it's blurred out, you're not going to know that anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, back to sending a mass email. So you're just going to pick and see, when you pick one, nothing happens. It sends it to dial or whatever. But once you pick a few, And because I don't have emails in there, this button's not showing up. So I guess this plan of keeping private's not going to work. So I'll be doing some more blurring. All right, let me grab some that have emails on them. All right, so once I pick a few that have emails on them, this mass email button picks up. And it'll tell you, so if you choose select all, which you can do, it'll tell you that some of them don't have emails or the emails are bad or they've unsubscribed. And it'll tell you that only 900 are going to get the email. That's fine. Do what you got to do. Okay, so once you click on mass email, you're going to see it opens up this email thing and you should already have your signature included on there. So I've got my signature there. And then what's really nice is we talked about creating a template in here before. Gosh, I hope I did that in the last one. If not, we will do that next and we'll just go out of order today because now that I'm thinking about it, I think we did not do that. So we'll start off with this and then we'll move to that, creating the template, but I've already got some made, so we can go ahead and move forward with that. So once it comes up here and it has your mass email, you can go to templates. And then I have this one without any folders. There's a bunch already in here, but my other folder is this, and you can see it shows company or my. So this one's mine, and you can pick your newsletter. So I sent out the November newsletter here just recently, or the winter one, might have been the winter one. I need to get better at naming them clearly. But I'm just going to use the test one for now. So because I already created the template, which again, we will talk about in a few minutes. I'm sorry, I thought I did that in the last video, but now that I'm thinking back, I think I probably did not. So we'll do it after this. I'll show you how to create that template. So when you choose a template, all of this information is already in here. And then I've included the newsletter. And then you can schedule it by clicking here and picking a date and time, or you can straight up send it if you want to. And you can always preview it so you can see what it looks like when they get it. So see, it fills in their name for you. This I can take out. When I created that template, I didn't realize that it automatically would add my signature so that I would be able to take out of that template. But again, this was just my test template, so it didn't really matter. And the nice thing about when you preview it is you can click these arrows below and it actually shows you that it filled in all of their names. We are not sending this newsletter to these people because they've already got the newsletter that is currently out. And let me now show you how to create that. Lofty has recently updated. So if I look like I'm randomly bouncing around in here, that is why. It's because they have rearranged some things. And it takes me a minute to remember where they moved them to. Okay, so to create your template for your email so that you can do what we just did by sending a mass email, which is super simple. If you couldn't tell, it took a whole 4 minutes, and that was with me rambling on. You just come to settings in your Lofty, and then you go to call text. I'm sorry, you go to email. I don't know why I went to the call text, and you go to email templates. And then I have created a newsletter folder, and then you can see where I created this one and I didn't put it in the folder yet, but I can just easily put that in the folder. So move to folder and move to newsletters and save. So now it's in there, but I will create a new template test to show you how to create that template. So you're going to name your template. So I'm going to name this one November newsletter test because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally send this to anyone since it's going to be a bunch of gibberish. And you're going to put the subject. Mine is trying to put in my email addresses, but I'm going to put in a subject, and you want something that's catchy. And I'm probably not going to come up with something super catchy right at the moment because on the spot catchiness is not my strong suit. So we're going to say like November happenings. November community update. How's that? It's not catchy, but we're going to go with it. And then I'm going to automatically put this one in my folders so that I don't have to move it later. And then you can start with like hello, and you want it to say the person's name. And because you're sending it to 300, 400, 1,200 people, you are going to want to use the variables. And what's really nice is that you can easily use this variable button right here, and it'll just put it right in there for you. And then you can write your message like, hope your November is going amazingly. I plan to attend the event downtown in, I'm just gonna say Flint. I don't even know what events are on there at the moment, but I want to have a personal message, right? In Flint on 11/21. I don't even know if there's an event. Remember, I'm just showing you this as an example. If you're going to be there, let me know. I'd love to catch up with you there. Here is a list of events that will be happening in the area this month, as well as real estate updates and some other information. Let me know what you think of the recipe included if you try it. Make it relevant to your newsletter. I know that the newsletter template that I used has a recipe. I know that it has a list of events. I know that it has real estate information, but make it relevant and make it feel personal and pointed at them, even though it's going to 1,200 people. You can either go here and download, or you can move it from your computer over there. I don't have any newsletters in my list right there. Or you can choose, something else that you have uploaded or put in here. So I have these newsletters already uploaded that I've done before. So I'm just going to grab one of them and insert it into there. And this one I did as an image. I actually prefer the PDF ones. Let me take that off of there. I do prefer the PDF ones, so let me attach that. Of course, I can't find any of my newsletters right now. I'm actually just going to put this marketing thing in there. We'll pretend that it's the newsletter, okay? I prefer the PDF version. I think that they email better than the images do. They tend to keep the file smaller to make sure that it makes it to more people. But you could do either or. If you want to screenshot, do like your newsletter as a PNG or JPEG, you can do that, or you can do it as a PDF. My PDF is so big, it's not going to show it up the way I like. You know what? Give me 1 second to find a newsletter real quick, because I would prefer that. So I have it in images a lot because another agent and I were doing a lot with it. And trying it in different ways, PDFs versus, here we go. Oh, these are in images again. Where did my PDFs go? Okay, well, I can't find the PDF, so we'll just do it as an image for now. But you really can do it either way. I'm gonna go ahead and choose. I just picked two of the images that were from a newsletter. You can choose the size that they are on here as. again, I prefer the PDF, but we're just going to leave this one as it is for now because it's here. And I'm just trying to show you how to create it, but you can add the PDF here, you can add the image here, you can add variables through here. If you wanted to include a listing in there, like if you were creating a template that included listings, you could do that. And then you can preview it. This is what your newsletter will look like. It will put in the first name and not leave it as hello first name. It will actually show their first name. You can change the font, you can change the sizes, you can do all of that. Again, I personally prefer the PDF option for the images, but right at the moment, I do not have a PDF file ready to add into there. So we're just going to go with the picture version, and then you're going to save it. And then when you go back to your people, and you choose a handful to send it to, and you click mass email, when you go to templates, and you go to the newsletter, which is yours, and you have your November newsletter test, you can see that that's what we just created. And then you can send it to all of your people. Again, I'm not sending that to anybody because that is not the actual newsletter that I would use. So we are about halfway done with our open office. We've done that quick thing. I'm going to leave the Lofty Leads page, and I'm going to do that because I don't want to have to edit all of this stuff out. I'm just going to stop sharing here, and we'll just hang out for a little bit. I will be getting some other stuff done while we wait and see if anyone else hops on this afternoon. It is so rainy and gloomy here today. I actually have my ceiling lights on and have them on all the way instead of just partially. I'm super excited. We just added an agent to our group. So our Communikey agents is growing, and not everybody in our group uses Communikey. It's an unofficial team, but I named it Communikey because community is key to me, and that can mean multiple different things. It can mean your community of agents that are helping you grow and build your business. That can mean your community that you live in, that you pour into as a community member. That can be a community of agents that's even bigger than the one that you were directly associated with. That can mean your community of friends. That can mean the community of businesses that you work with. So your title, your lender, your inspectors, your home warranties, that's a community. There's just so many different communities that you are part of, and that is key to your success, to your happiness, to your growth. So Communikey agents are a group of agents who believe in community. And you are welcome to come join our community. If you're looking, our Facebook group, although it's private, you can be invited, and you do not have to belong to a specific brokerage to join it. And my open office hours are open. My open office hour on Thursdays from 2 to 3 are open to any agents that would like to participate. It doesn't matter if you're with Epic or you're with Berkshire Hathaway or you're with Remax or you're with KW. I don't really care where you're at. You have to pick the brokerage that's best for you. But I would love to have you on our team at Epic because we are a great community of agents working to help each other grow and flourish in this industry, regardless of anything else. Been getting a ton of spam calls today. My phone's just going crazy over here. So yeah. And let's see what else. I'm not sure what else to chat about since going over that stuff without anyone to ask questions and help me see what I need to help you find in there. I don't know if I don't know why it goes so quickly, besides the fact that I talk really fast. At least I've been told I talk really fast. So yeah. We might just cut out early here if no one shows up in the next 5 minutes or so, because I don't want to sit here and ramble on to you. But community agents would love to have you join us. And we'd love to have you join us at Epic fully. But if you just want to join as community agents and share your wisdom and get wisdom from those of us who are part of the group, we would love to have you. And from 2 to 3 on Thursdays, we have open office where you can just hop on and join us. Just a couple more minutes. I'll hang out here and bore you with my ramblings. I'm setting up my email for my new role at the township and need me to call them to set it up. Well, we'll just hang out here for another minute and then I will go and I will edit this video so that I can blur some of that stuff out before it goes on YouTube so that they don't kick it off. And I hope that your Thursday has been amazing, that your week has been awesome, and that even though here in Michigan it is rainy and gloomy today and kind of cold, that you are staying warm and in good spirits. And I'm going to head out. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.